All right, so you might not want to move here unless you can put up with these next 6 things that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to keep it real and raw with you guys. I've lived here for the past 8 years. I actually went to high school here in the early 2000s, and I'm a real estate broker and mortgage broker, and I've helped hundreds of families relocate to the area. These are the top things that you're gonna want to know before you come here. So let's not even waste any more time and just get into it. All right, I'm gonna start with the bonus, and I never do this, but today I've been inspired. So number 0, I got 6 more of these. Number 0, though, is the air quality is horrible. And I don't mean like smog and air pollution. I mean allergens, okay? Those are little microbes that float around in the air and get in your nose and make your nose runny and your throat itchy. I don't know if you can hear it, but my everything is itchy and I'm leaking. It is no fun. So that is my number 0. I never had allergies before I moved here. And as soon as I got here, just everything went wrong. So if you're from a state where allergies are not common, just be prepared to come here and immediately need some Zyrtec, okay? Now, let's get into the rest of the reasons. All right, so the number 1 reason why you might not want to move to the Fort Cavazos, Killeen area, I bet you could guess it, it's the high crime rate. Okay, they're working on it. They're trying to fix it. I've got an entire video on some of the safest places to live on my channel, so go and check that out. Now, Killeen definitely has a higher crime rate than average, but it has improved over the years. And the main thing that happens here is property crime, with over 2,800 property crimes over the last year. And that's according to neighborhoodscout.com. And they rate Killeen a 17 out of 100, with 100 being the best you can get. So not too great. Now, I will say if you move here, you're going to be absolutely fine. I think trouble here only finds people that are looking for it, but you might want to lock your car doors because that's one of the biggest issues that I see. And I'm going to make an updated video about this because there are some updated crime stats that people need to know. But Killeen has a reputation for having a high crime rate. It's just one of those things. I know police officers myself and city officials myself that are actively working on making it better. It's just one of those things that has to improve over time. Okay, now time for the second one. And I'm going to keep it real with y'all again. It's hot. Okay, the hot summers are nothing to play with. It's hot, y'all. Okay, that's why we're doing this video inside and not outside. It's freaking hot. And during the summertime, we not only get like extreme heat, but we also have humidity, and it can be overbearing. Now, temperatures in the summertime are usually going to be 90s and above, with like the feels like temperature. I think it's the real feel temperature. That's usually, it feels like 100. So it's usually 90 degrees and it feels like 100 degrees. It's no fun. And if you're coming here, then just stay indoors. Okay. The heat is wild and you need to know this. Okay. So prepare yourselves for extreme heat. Now, number 3, now this one's important for my military brothers and sisters coming here who have a spouse that is not in the military and is going to be looking for a job. There are limited employment opportunities. Okay. Fort Cavazos is the biggest employer for this entire town. Now, I truly believe that one day there will be more industry here and more great high-paying job opportunities, but right now it's just not the case. And retail is actually one of the highest employment sectors here: retail, education, healthcare. So it's going to be a little bit tough for you to find a high-paying job. But the good thing is we're close to places like Temple and Austin, especially Austin, where you can commute and make a good living. But driving that hour, it kind of sucks. I'm not even going to front. It kind of sucks. The average income for the Killeen-Fort Cavazos area is $57,000, while the national average is $75,000. So the cost of living is cheap here, but like we also don't make a ton of money. Now, to put that in an even further perspective, the per capita income, which is like the actual spending income, average here is just 28,000, and the national average is 41,000. Now, I got all of this information from Neighborhood Scout as well. It's a great resource and tool, and they don't pay me to say that, but they are the main contributor to a lot of the data that I'm going to be sharing with you on this video. All right, let's move on to the next one. Now for the question of the day. What is the one thing that you are most curious about for the Killeen-Fort Cavazos area? Please drop it in the comments. I read and respond to all comments, so please leave it below. You can also email me. All that information is linked in the description. I really look forward to hearing what you're thinking. So the next one, we got to touch on it. It is the school system. Now, I have so much respect for our teachers and the administrative staff and the way they pour into the youth every single day. It is a thankless job, yet they show up and they take care of our children. So I just want to express my gratitude to them first. And if we talk about the Killeen Independent School District, it's actually the largest school district between Round Rock, which is like right on the outside of Austin, and Dallas. Okay, so there's over 32 elementary schools, 11 middle schools, and 4 high schools. It services West Bell County, Nolanville, Harker Heights, Fort Hood, and Killeen. So that's a lot of area to cover. The bad part about it is that it only has average ratings according to niche.com. So most of the schools are either rated a B or a C, and the entire district itself is rated a B. So if you are a parent that is looking for rigorous academia, then you might have to explore deeper and find some other options, because it's just not what the city's school district is known for. Now, that is no diss on anybody. It's a hard job to do, and it also, the parents have a lot to do with it as well. I think it's a community thing, but the ratings are not super high. So just be aware of that. And I plan on doing an entire video on that. So if you want to see it, leave it in the comments. Let me know. So the next one is one of those things that people don't really take into account when moving here, but you absolutely should. And that is utilities and healthcare cost. Now, according to homeandmoney.com, Killeen's cost of living overall is about 7% below the national average. But when it comes to the utilities and healthcare, they are 15 and 23% higher than the national average, respectively, right? So even though it is still a very cost-effective place to live, in those two categories, we're a little bit higher than the national average. So just keep that in mind when you're budgeting for your lifestyle. So if you're thinking about relocating to the area, or you're about to PCS to the Killeen-Fort Cavazos area, I've got something for you. My team and I actually took the time to create the ultimate relocation guide. Now, it's meant to save you hours and hours of research, and it's absolutely free. Just hit the link in the description, and I've also pinned a comment, so I hope it helps. So the last one, it really just kind of sucks, and you do need to know it before you come here. It is the fact that this city has zero walkability, like none. All right. Now that's due to suburban sprawl, and that's where cities kind of grow out into the urban areas, and they never have the opportunity to like build these kind of vibrant, walkable neighborhoods where everything is within like 5 or a 10-minute walk of each other. It just doesn't happen. In the city of Killeen, you need a car, okay? You need a car to get pretty much wherever. Now, the good thing is nothing is further than about 20 minutes away from you, but everything's about 15 or 20 minutes drive away from you. And so that can be annoying to some people that are used to these larger communities and like actual neighborhoods rather than subdivisions. Now, Killeen, we have a lot of subdivisions and very, very few neighborhoods. Now, I know that the city has a comprehensive plan to help address that. So that's one of the things that they are taking seriously, and they're going to update the building codes and really try to enforce some zoning to help that become more of a priority. And so we should see that in the future. But right now, to me, it is one of the things that the city lacks the most. I know people talk about the crime rate and all that, but I think the real weakness of the city is it's like zero walkability, and the fact that we need some better jobs. But like, those are the big ones. So yeah, if you're from a community and you're used to being able to kind of just walk to the nearest little shop and grab the things that you need, or there being a park right within walking distance, there's only a couple neighborhoods here where that's a reality. And for most of the people here in the community, it's just not a thing. Sorry. So if you're thinking about buying a home in the area, my email is also in the description. Feel free to reach out. I would love to talk to you and just hear your story and help you achieve your real estate goals. I appreciate you for watching. And this next video has some really good information. So just go on over there, and I'll see you there. All right? Peace.